Have you ever seen a giant pig weighing hundreds of pounds? Have you ever wondered how they are raised and what the meat processing journey looks like? Behind the pork cuts we see in supermarkets lies a fascinating process. From specialized farms breeding massive pigs to enormous factories processing hundreds of tons of meat every day. What makes these pigs grow so extraordinarily large? And what unique techniques are used in their processing? Join us as we take you inside the factory that handles giant pork and uncover the secrets behind this massive industry.
First things first, we kick off by selecting and raising piglets in clean environments. It's all about giving them the right nutrition and vaccinations to ensure they grow up healthy. This step lays the groundwork for producing some seriously quality meat. Now, after the pigs are slaughtered, the real action begins. Pork gets carefully processed into different cuts and products, like sausages and canned meats. This variety caters to what consumers want while also helping keep the meat preserved long-term. And let's not forget about technology. It's a game changer in pig farming and processing. Modern tools help ensure that hygiene standards are top-notch and make it easier to distribute high-quality meat products all around. On the flip side, investing in high-tech equipment and closed farming models is smart. It boosts productivity while keeping the environmental impact in check. This approach really supports sustainable farming and upholds food quality. But it's not all smooth sailing. The industry faces challenges like epidemics and pollution, which need to be tackled with strong biosafety measures and proper waste management. Keeping food safety and quality intact for consumers is a must. Shifting gears, consumer trends are leaning heavily toward clean and organic food nowadays. So, businesses need to step up, innovate, and roll out traceability tech. Keeping up with sustainable standards is key to widening market reach. Speaking of sustainability, pig manure can be a goldmine. Using it to create organic fertilizers and biogas not only cuts down on pollution but also lowers production costs. This sort of innovation is a win-win for energy savings and agriculture. Now, let's talk strategy. The industry has to focus on marketing and building solid brands to promote clean, safe products. This is gonna draw in consumers and open up new export opportunities, especially when meeting those international food standards. The Vietnamese pig farming sector has some serious export potential, especially with markets like China and Europe. To compete, a reliable supply chain and consistent quality are absolutely vital. Plus, managing the environment effectively is crucial because large-scale pig farming can produce waste that harms air, water, and soil. That's why modern waste treatment systems are essential for a sustainable future. These days, consumers care more than ever about transparency and food safety. Technologies like QR codes and blockchain can step in here to boost traceability and build that all-important trust in the pig farming industry. Finally, adapting to consumer trends is vital for keeping the pig farming industry thriving in the future. Innovations like organic pork and eco-friendly packaging can really help improve that market position. So, when it comes to breeding pigs, the whole deal starts with picking out healthy, disease-free animals. You gotta make sure those pigs are meeting hygiene standards while they're growing up. This is super important because good breeding translates to better meat quality and faster growth rates. Now, let's talk about pig healthcare. This includes regular vaccinations and keeping an eye on any potential diseases, plus managing their breathing environment. Trust me, taking care of this stuff is not just a formality, it's crucial to keep the pigs healthy and ensure that the meat they produce is safe. When we get to the processing side of things, strict hygiene protocols during slaughter and product classification come into play. Keeping everything clean means you end up with safe pork products, like sausages and fresh cuts of meat, along with byproducts that can be used for animal feed. Now, let's not forget about popular pig breeds like Yorkshire and Duroc. Each of these breeds brings something different to the table, which can really impact productivity and meat quality. Knowing these traits helps farmers make smart choices about which pigs to raise. Picking out healthy pigs is all about sourcing them from reputable farms. You want to make sure they're disease-free and have solid genetic backgrounds. This is key to building up a strong breeding stock that can perform well. Then there's the barn design, which plays a huge role in pig welfare. You need good ventilation, temperature control, and cleanliness to keep the pigs happy. Depending on the climate, modern farms might go for either closed or open barn setups. Now, the breeding cycle usually rolls on for about 4 to 5 months. During this time, feeding practices come into play, using stuff like corn, soybeans, and rice to really drive growth. Keeping up with regular health checks is crucial during this phase. Before the pigs hit slaughter, they need to fast for about 12 to 24 hours. This helps keep things clean when it's time to process them. Plus, using proper stunning methods means we can minimize pain, which is always a priority. After slaughter, pork can be processed into a range of products like sausages and hams, and smart use of byproducts is key. This not only creates value but also cuts down on waste in the pig farming game. Let's talk nutrition. It's essential for pig growth. Providing a balanced diet based on their stages of development is crucial. For example, piglets need high-protein feed to help them build muscle the right way. And here's where automatic feeding systems come in. They boost feed efficiency by delivering just the right amount of food based on what the pigs need. This cuts back on waste and makes for better resource management. Finally, disease prevention is a must. This means sticking to strict vaccination schedules that are tailored to local conditions. Make sure to include vaccines for common diseases so the herd stays healthy and the farm thrives. So, check this out, Danish Crown is slinging their products in over 130 countries. That's some serious global reach right there. They're not just any players either, they supply top supermarket chains like Carrefour and Walmart. Now, how do they keep their game strong? They've got some strict farming standards in place. Think breeding practices, feed management, and top-notch healthcare. This isn't just about being profitable, it's about keeping the environment clean and the livestock healthy. Moving on, they're all about minimizing their environmental footprint too. Danish Crown uses modern waste treatment systems, which does wonders for Mother Earth. That commitment to sustainability? It not only makes the planet a better place but also enhances the quality of the meat they produce. And let's talk about the pigs themselves. They're raised in the best conditions possible before hitting the processing stage. This is all part of Danish Crown's promise to animal welfare, ensuring that the meat you get is not only high quality but ethically sourced. Now, the Sucky plant stands out as a major player in Europe's pork processing scene. It's got the capability to handle massive volumes every week, and it employs a big team to keep everything running smoothly and efficiently. When it comes to slaughter, they use CO2 anesthesia to keep the pigs calm. It's a humane approach that showcases their commitment to ethical practices. This technique is part of a bigger system focused on food safety, making sure everything is handled with care. Danish Crown isn't cutting corners either. They have a team of skilled workers ensuring every single step in the processing stages is done right. Keeping that meat fresh and high quality is their number one priority, and this attention to detail is absolutely critical. On the logistics side, they've got a solid global distribution network that guarantees you get the freshest meat when it hits your plate. That kind of efficiency is vital for maintaining their top-notch standards. Lastly, they really emphasize environmental sustainability. By cutting down carbon emissions and optimizing how resources are used, they're making products that taste great and are eco-friendly. This two-pronged approach definitely boosts their standing in the market. Farmers are all about raising pigs in clean and controlled environments. It's not just a job, it's a commitment to their health and a solid diet, which is key for producing high-quality meat. Now, let's talk about the pork processing scene. It's all about cutting-edge technology for slaughtering and preserving meat. This ensures that food safety is top-notch and that pork products stay fresh for longer. On the environmental front, waste treatment in pig farming is a big deal. Farmers use things like biogas pits to recycle manure. Not only does this reduce pollution, but it also shows that they care about protecting our planet. Looking at consumer trends, there's a growing demand for organic pork products. People are shifting towards healthier, antibiotic-free options. This pushes farms to clean up their practices and produce better quality meat. But it's not all smooth sailing. The pig farming industry grapples with challenges like nasty epidemics and fluctuating pork prices, which can mess with production quality and farmer stability. It's critical to have effective disease control and smart market strategies in place. To tackle these challenges, modern closed farming models are stepping up. They control breeding, feeding, and living conditions, cutting down disease risks and stabilizing production costs. This approach is crucial for keeping up with market demands. And let's not forget about tech. Investing in smart livestock technology and AI can really boost productivity and animal health. It helps reduce disease risks and fine-tunes diets for better meat quality.
Transparency is another big player here.
Using blockchain technology in production processes builds consumer trust and strengthens brand reputation, which is essential to stay competitive in the global market. Sustainable farming models are gaining traction, too. Adopting green solutions, like renewable energy and waste recycling, helps cut down environmental impacts and promotes better resource management. Cooperation between farmers and state businesses is key. They need to develop support policies that boost capital, science, technology, and disease control in the industry. Given the rising demand for clean and organic food, The pork processing industry is now focusing on organic and ecological farming methods to align with what consumers want. Finally, e-commerce is shaking things up in pork product distribution. It's allowing businesses to reach consumers directly, offering fresh products conveniently through online sales channels. It's a game changer for the industry. So, check this out, the factory is all about automation. It's got these high-tech systems that seriously ramp up efficiency and keep food safety in check at every stage, from when they get the raw materials to when everything's packed up. This tech cuts down on waste and gets the maximum output, making the whole process smoother. Now, the location is a big deal too. Being right next to key trade routes means they've got easy access to tons of raw materials. Plus, they're giving a boost to the local economy by creating jobs and supporting the supply chain. It's a win-win for everyone involved. Speaking of quality, they don't mess around with health checks. They have strict quarantine measures in place to make sure every pig is up to snuff before they hit the processing line. This not only keeps diseases at bay but also ensures that only the best raw materials are used in production. When it comes to pre-processing, it's all about hygiene. They clean the pigs and prep them for slaughter with some serious attention to cleanliness, making sure everything's in line with health standards before the actual slaughter kicks off. It's all about doing it right.
Omsetatsdone, advanced packaging tech comes into play.
This stuff is designed to keep the meat fresh and in great shape during transport and storage. That way, when it hits the consumer, it's still top-notch quality.
Nobody wants stale meat, right?
And let's not forget about the environment. The factory sticks to strict eco-friendly practices, turning organic waste into useful stuff like fertilizer and renewable energy. This step not only promotes sustainability but also shows they're committed to making production more responsible.
So, behind every piece of pork we consume daily lies a massive farming and processing operation. From specially raised giant pigs to high-tech factories handling hundreds of tons of meat each day. This process not only requires advanced techniques, but also showcases the evolution of the global food industry. What do you think about this farming and processing model? Were you surprised by the enormous size of these pigs, or the cutting-edge technology used in the factories? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our upcoming fascinating videos.